the Dean of Faculty of Science, Technology and Environment, the head of school, members of the Chemical Society of the South Pacific, sponsors, teachers, parents, and students. Bula Vinaka, and a very good afternoon to all of you. Before I commence my speech, some of you may know this, some of you may not, but I'm really happy to see 8 students from Natapo High School sitting in front, my old school. Good. It's a pleasure to be here this afternoon and be part of the Chemical Society of the South Pacific Annual Award Ceremony, an occasion that actually marks a milestone in science education in Fiji. I see among us very promising young people who would one day join the distinguished ranks of scientists and academics. You are, and you must remember this, that you are the future of Fiji and the future of the region. And you will lead the nation into a new era. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to congratulate all the winners on their achievements in the diverse areas of science, and prizes serve a useful purpose, which is to give science some publicity and to produce good role models for young people such as yourselves. Now, one of the things also that you must remember is, we are trying to create a society that believes in meritocracy. It's important for you actually to remember this today, because what you have done and what you have achieved and what you will receive is because of merit. At the end of the day, every single runs across the board on every sector of education, that from childhood to your workplace, it is about merit that makes you get to where you want to. And that you must always strongly believe in, because the concrete foundation of a great nation is a meritorious society, or meritocracy in the day, and it's built on education. So that's something that you must carry with you at all times. When you go for jobs, when you're actually entering competition, you actually get these awards, and you get your jobs because it is of merit. And one of the questions also today is, why is science also so important, and why should we pay attention to it? In the broader sense, science is really a term for knowledge. Paul Nurse has pointed out that it comes from a Latin word, scientia, and he added that it is broadly divided into 3 kinds of sciences: the basic research, the applied research, and the transitional research. For me personally, basic science can lead to entirely new technologies that you could not have even imagined. And Francis just told us about 5,000 of you being involved in this. It's wonderful to see that we have such a great population that's interested in innovation and interested in creation. In science also, evidence matters. And that is both its beauty and its strength, and not caring about what someone is saying, but rather just looking at the evidence. You should look at the evidence behind what a particular person is saying. I know about evidence from being a lawyer. The reason that it is so important also is because we live in a world where all sorts of claims are propagated, often with no basis. In fact, misinformation spreads through social media, and sadly, often people take these to be the indisputable facts. But it's not. You are the gatekeepers of all of these things, in terms of how you actually think from here on in. To bring home the topic on science, we do have a shortage of experts in science and in the science field. It is a field that the Fijian government is also actually strongly focusing on and dedicating resources. We need to expand the number of experts in the field of science to assist our country grow. We've had some phenomenal growth in the country, and we're not stopping here. There is room, obviously, for research centers, etc., to be established under one umbrella, where you can all go, even post-graduation at the end of the day. Once you finished your diplomas and your degrees, doing doctorates, etc., there is no stopping, because we have such a wonderful, creative, innovative bunch of young people in our country. As I said, we need to expand the number of experts in the field of science in the country, and And whilst the Fijian government is actually looking at putting measures in place, parents, teachers, and guardians also are once again reminded to encourage their children to take up science subjects in the school. This is the oldest society, and that tells you a lot. It's still going. Some of you may already know that there is more emphasis on science scholarships also. In the recent 2018-2019 budget, the government had expanded the National Proper Scheme for students with another 340 full-time scholarships, bringing the number to 970. And of these new scholarships, 20 will be awarded for overseas study and specialized courses that are not offered in Fiji, and that includes forensic and genetic science. The TELS, TSLB, Tertiary Scholarship and Loans Board, also is another avenue where our students are encouraged to apply for programs which are priority areas for the Fijian government for 2019. And science is one priority area. So I'm happy to see that there's 5,000 of you taking part in this particular day today. The TSLB awards are for years 12 and 13 students who wish to pursue approved engineering programs at the Fiji National University next year, and I have been informed that the deadline for the submission of applications is the 14th of December 2018, so you still have time to lodge your application. Ladies and gentlemen, I for one would not want to see our people, our young people, sit behind the same desk in the same office year in, year out, and not fully utilize the potential. We want our young people to do more, and more than what we are able to do today. Our youth, and I always say this, our youth are not only, shouldn't only be job seekers, but they also need to be job creators. It's a very difficult area to be in terms of science, but your creativity makes you sit in an even better place. We want our young people to think outside the box and make Fiji a hub, an innovation hub for the Pacific and for the world. And this is the time, this is that the young people should realize that the world is full of opportunities and risks. One of the things that we have launched is the Young Entrepreneurship Scheme that some of you may have heard about, which was launched earlier this year by the Honourable Prime Minister. And the YES is about giving life to the innovative and unique ideas of smart and ambitious young people. And through the YES, which is run through my ministry, the Ministry of Trade and Tourism, we intend to promote and also to harness the talents of young Fijians. It is government support to young Fijians between the ages of 18 and 30 for up to about $20,000 to develop or to expand the innovative and unique business ideas. The initiative is continuing the government's efforts to securing a better future for all, and technology and innovation will drive our economic growth for the future. So hence the YES initiative is setting the foundation for us for sustainable growth and modernization of the Fijian economy. Ladies and gentlemen, also at this juncture, I'd like to commend the great work done by the CSSP thus far, and dating back to its humble beginnings as a small, non-profitable organization in 1985, with the primary goal to promote science in the region. I'm happy to mention that the CSSP has developed over the years, and with a society managed by a few academics from the School of Biological and Chemical Sciences and postgraduate students, membership has extended to undergraduate students and science teachers and individuals who are working in the chemistry, biology related field. And to our winners today, I once again congratulate all of you on your outstanding achievements and personal growth, but please don't rest there. Always remember that you have a wonderful, innovative, creative mind. Use it. And I have no doubt that every one of you will excel in your future roles and contribute to the future well-being of society and our nation. But do always bear in mind that the key to success in life is not to get ahead of other people, but to get ahead of ourselves. So with those few words, you must remember also, ladies and gentlemen, in the complex world that we live in, science is actually more important than ever. So I want to conclude also, but remind you about science being a contributor to one of the most important things that is part of our government's agenda, and that's climate change. You can involve yourself in many ways with respect to trying to avoid the disaster of climate change. So I want to conclude, ladies and gentlemen, by thanking the CSSP, and I urge you to continue the good work and to encourage more members to join. And without a doubt, the CSSP would become another great avenue for students to pursue their studies in the field of science. You never know, you could be the next Albert Einstein or the Marie Curie. So ladies and gentlemen, with those few words, my sincere gratitude to CSSP, and congratulations also to all our winners, and I hope you all have an enjoyable afternoon. Thank you very much. Now we're going to
in schools. Moving on to the